So, listen, I'm not one to pick on people for choosing unconventional cars to modify. In fact, I think every car deserves somebody to bring out its potential. But the owner of this I don't know how to say it, I'm American. The owner of this car did something so horrible as a structural engineer to witness that I can't believe it. Now, I commented on Tara's video saying, please tell me this wing is not suction cup mounted to the rear glass. And she responded saying, no, of course not. You know, it's mounted properly. And she even like posted my comment on her story thinking like trying to make a fool out of me or whatever. And then I was messaging her back and forth like, oh, okay, so did you drill a hole through the glass and like mount it to the frame or something? She said, oh no, the bottom part is mounted to the glass with suction cups, but the top part is mounted to the frame. Oh my god. Okay, so we need to understand this. So I drew a little diagram of Tara's car. You can see where the wing is hanging just off of the back of the car, where it's mounted at the bottom to the windshield, the top to the frame. You can see that the force that the wing generates is down and a little bit behind the car because drag plus downforce. So now I modeled this support as a truss with two hinge supports because nothing about the mounting of this wing looks to be supporting it anything other than a hinge. So I drew in what the reaction forces would be at the hinges, and then you can see I put it back on the more detailed image with the car in there so you can see where those forces are applied, the top one being on the frame, the bottom force being into the windshield. The forces are going to be pretty similar because of the geometry of the stands of the wing. They're not going to be too different. It's not like the upper frame force is the majority of it and there's only a little bit of force on the windshield. There's a lot of force on this windshield going directly into the windshield. Now you can understand why this is so bad. So I understand that Tara thought that she'd be good by mounting just the top portion to the frame, but I don't think that she understood how much of a force there was going to be against the windshield. The thing is that there's no like second section of frame support on the top section of the wing assembly to prevent this whole wing from rotating. The top section where it mounts to the frame is basically just a hinge. So the whole wing assembly wants to rotate and the glass pushing back against it is stopping this whole thing from rotating. Now I need to note this is not a race car. She made that very clear to me. It's a show car, but she does drive it on the street. You know, depending on how fast you go and how much this wing is angled and the airfoil of the wing, you might see substantial forces even just driving on the street or the highway that this could damage or break her glass. So I really hope her glass is strong, and please guys, do not do this to your car.